So working out while being an employee at a national park, very tough to do, but I'm seeing within the 7 months remaining that I'm here, I'm going to see what my maxes are, and I hope you follow along on the journey. I'm trying to get more of a powerlifting squat in, a little wider base instead of narrow. I'm usually more narrow, and bounce off my calves, but try and get more of a powerlifting base. So I'm working out a program called the Power Matrix. So it's pretty much, I think 70% of your 1 rep max for 8, 80% for 5, 85% for 3, 90% for 3 singles, and then back down to 80% for 5. And right now, my max coming back and working here is 405, but I'm actually going to be working 455 pound squat max. And given my time, how tired I am, everything like that, I'm going to be doing a lot of everything every other day. I'm trying to incorporate some more arm workouts as well. But yeah, once I leave this park that I'm working at, I get really strong really quick. But when I get here, that strength goes way down. The food quality we get is not bad, but not good. Trying to maintain calories, and then getting over to this little place we have, as you can see around me. You know, we got a squat rack, dumbbells up to 50, a cable machine, a bench rack, and then a treadmill and elliptical. But yeah, so just follow along. Hope you stay tuned, because I'm really trying to get 500 squat single, maybe 550, 405 bench, and hopefully around 585 deadlift. But just stick around, follow along. One thing I'm going to do with these videos is kind of not edit any of them because I'm not a big editor or anything. I've never done this. So I'm really just gonna let it play through. Obviously my workouts, if they're gonna be 2 hours, I'm not gonna make a video 2 hours long. Because today, like, I'm doing squat, bench, and deadlift with a workout program, not just like a max program, but actual workout program. So I'm gonna be pretty fried at the end of this, but probably just gonna keep this film rolling and try and limit how much standing around I'm doing. But so for now, you know, I'm still warming up on squats. But I want to say, shout out to Gym Reapers. I got the Gym Reaper knee sleeves on and the belt. Belt, I like the lever belt. Never used a lever belt, but this is I've had this belt for a year. But the knee sleeves, I had them. I got a certain size. One of them seemed to be a cut small, and then the other one seemed either a bit too big or the size that I ordered. But I also have a rip here now, right up here in the inseam. So it still has a little bit of compression, but it looks like I'm gonna have to get another pair, or I might just try something else, you know, I don't know. But yeah, so I'm just warming up on squats here. I did 135, several sets, 34 sets of 5, 185, 3 sets of 3, trying to keep a light volume, working up. 225 probably for a couple, but yeah, we'll just see how strong I can get in 6 months. Probably working out 3-4 days a week, with 2 to 3 rest days. Also, my sleeves are on, but my belt's not tightened yet. Just because obviously I'm not up there in the weight I'm doing, so. And I'm trying this wider stance and seeing where my parallel form is, because I'm obviously working a powerlifting program, and I've been dabbling in powerlifting for about 5 years. I had one meet 3 years ago, did okay, but now I'm trying to capitalize on those numbers from 3 years ago. And in the powerlifting meet, my squat was 496, bench was 372, deadlift was 540. So I just keep going off those numbers and trying to get better. But man, when I'm not working at the park and just living life for a few months, I'm going to the gym every day and my maxes are exponentially higher. So yeah, but yeah, I did 225, and I gotta, hopefully when I'm looking through this video, my hip meets my knee, and I would, if I was in a meet, get 3 white lights. So let's see, let's keep going up. It feels good. It feels like I'm not getting deep enough, but the past few videos I've seen, it looks all right. So we'll keep going from there. Maybe I can get stronger. Tend to make pretty big jumps. Given that my maxes aren't that big. Or that heavy. So Probably could work on a few things, but I'm really just trying to, I want to become a coach. Got a lot of young men here that are asking me for advice and stuff like that. I really want to be able to help them out. But, you know, I gotta take care of myself first before I can start coaching people. But did 225, as you saw, for a few reps to 275. My first working set is going to be 325 for 8, 365 for 5, 390 or 385 for 3, and then 405 for a single. And that's what I did last week, but this is the first video that you guys are seeing, so yeah, so we'll see how this puts out. I'm not a traditionalist. Take an exorbitant amount of time, 3 to 5 minute rest or longer. Maybe once I get up heavier, but I might take 3 minutes. But typically I've been 20 years of working out from high school to now in sports, mainly football. We didn't really work on compound lifts, like obviously the squat and bench, but there really was no technical way to do it. We weren't really taught technical, but over the years I've grown to be a little bit more technical. But like I said, lever belt's not attached or levered yet. I got the knee sleeves on just because I usually go barefoot, but I'm wearing shoes. And I don't want to take shoes off, put the knee sleeves on. I could roll them down, but again, I got this rip in them now. So if I just keep them up, whatever, feels good on my knees. Probably do a single here, 275, maybe 2. I'm trying to get a wider grip. Pinkies under the bar. Trying to go more high bar. And again, that felt good, but it felt like I was too high. And if I stop the video to check, then I'm not rolling. So like I said, some parts of this video will probably be edited just to get out, you know, stale talking or just standing here not saying anything. But for the most part, I want to keep it unedited and just roll with it. But like I said, working at a national park, I work 5 days a week, 2 days off. Usually on my off days, I'll be in here trying to do squat and bench or squat and deadlift or something, which again, unconventional. I'm sure a lot of powerlifting programs don't necessarily dictate like doing, you know, or bench, deadlift, like, you know, a push-pull workout together. But for me, at 38 years old, I feel good doing it. My body's not banged up. So I'm just gonna do it, and it is what it is. And we'll find out in 6 months how this played out. I'm gonna have some good days, I'm gonna have some bad days. Some days I'm gonna be off because just my regular off days of working out, but we're gonna go into the city and go see concerts and take trips and stuff like that. So I live in a camper, and I work as a camp host in a national park. So very good work, very meaningful work, very easy work. So you just also got to keep my head clear and keep myself positive and optimistic. of misspoke a few minutes ago. I'm actually going to be doing, I think it's like a 430 or 440 squat max program. So I'm actually going to be doing 315 for 8, 365 for 5, 385 for 3, 405 for 3 singles, back down to 365 for 5. Video is all fueled by Cafe Ibis or Ibis coffee, black, and Velo mixed berries, 9 milligram. Probably stay off the Velos, nicotines, all that, drugs, don't do it. But been doing it for a long time, so. And water. So we'll take a quick break and then come back with the first set of working set of 315. All right, guys, we're back. 315, first working set. I'm gonna probably keep the belt unlevered, not tight right now. Just see how this feels. Hopefully it goes well. 8 reps. 315. Felt good, felt high, felt slow. But you know, some people got slow movements like me, not as quick from the bottom, but I want to be more controlled on the top. Had a little bit of bad positioning on the back and my feet, but overall felt all right. All right, set of 5 here. We're going with 365. And if you can tell on the video, I have bumper plates on here. That's because I brought them a few years ago when I started working here, because that's all I had. Felt good, but we're going to do this weight probably for a few more weeks before I get up and try and go heavier. 385 next, but I want you to check this out. American made water bottle. If you ain't getting 5 gallons of water a day, I don't know what you're doing. Just kidding. I don't know who could drink 5 gallons a day. I don't even know if that'd be possible for your body. That's just a jug I bought from Walmart. Just to have. Fill up water bottles when I'm going on trips. Yeah, 38 years old. I haven't been in the powerlifting game pretty much ever. I did one meet a couple years ago in Utah. But seeing these guys, man, Russell Orhe, Jesus Oliveras, they're quick. They're strong. I don't even know how you get that strong naturally, man. But I think they're natural. And good for them. I'm just trying to catch up with them at 38. I know they're a little younger. Not much, but man, shout out to those guys and every power lifter, IPF, anybody that works hard and gets after it. That's what we need more of. We need more people getting after it in the gym. Helps mentally and physically and probably spiritually, however you look at it. But get after it. And as Russell Orhe says, get better today. Before I get into my 3 singles, I just want to say, whoever you are, and if you're watching this, you're cared for, man. Whoever you are, person, don't let life bring you down. You always got to push. No matter what that looks like. You don't have to work out. You don't have to do anything. But push for what you want and just keep going. I'm just getting ready for my bench session. Setting the bar up. You can see here, right on the bench. See what we get to, but I got, let's see, 405. All right, so you got a 45, 45, 45, 45. Different weights, man, different weight. Bar's a little flimsy, but helps the brace, I guess. And then on top of it, I'm using an iPhone 12 and this chair right here to film, looking back at me on the reverse. Yeah, I ain't got much. Oh, you know, it'd be 3 white lights, 3 red lights right there. Lost my balance, didn't have good footing. Whatever, gotta rep in. Last single coming up. Take it to 5, 80%. We'll see you on the next one. You know, I also been keeping my belt kind of on the lower back. See a bunch of deadlifters put them up near their ribs, or maybe right under their rib cage. This last set, 405. I think I'm gonna do that. Might not work out. I might have to drop the weight, or I might fall out, but I'm gonna try and take this, because it's usually right here. I'm gonna bring it up right here. Just holding, bracing a little bit further up here. Right under the rib cage. Might need to be harder. Right under the ribs. Brace against that, man. Let's see what it feels like. Shit, dude. It might injure my lower back, man. I don't know. Well, shit. Oh boy. Yeah. Compressing that diaphragm, expanding the ribs. I don't know, man. Felt good. I'll look at that video, maybe make a comment on it. And you know, honestly, probably going to go back to my regular squat stance because it feels better. But I'm gonna put this in the mix, you know, throughout the weeks, months that I'm gonna be doing this. But that's one thing about working out. Always adjust, change your positions, you know, whatever feels good to you, do it. And shoot, man, everybody sees the, you know, big names, big influencers, exercise scientists, doctorates, you know, talking about muscle building and all that. But honestly, if it's you, don't keep following something and keep trying to adjust to other people's modes. I would say just get in there, find the correct way to work out so as to limit potential injury, and just do it. Grip it and rip it, man. Because that's all we're made in this life, dude. Is just gripping it and ripping it. Get knocked down, get back up. Keep fighting, man. Grip and rip. Also, this workout attire that's not Gym Reaper's lever belt or knee sleeves, brought to you by Muscle Beach. You know, Venice Beach, California. Some, you know, just shop that sold this shirt. It's an extra large, and it's kind of small on me. And I didn't want to go with the 2X, but I guess I should have gone with the 2X, but they're cut small. And then shorts, Pudola from Amazon Essentials 5 years ago. Still holding out. A couple of these shorts have been ripped. Pocket linings are ripped, but still holding out. But this is the last set here. 365, 80% of, I don't know, 440, 430, something like that. And then we'll go on to bench. Again, doing that powerlifting stance. That's all she wrote, guys. I don't know, keep that belt up a little higher. Bracing my mid back. Seems to make the weight lighter for me. Felt good. But we're going on to bench now. Same day. See you in a minute. Doing this, I also want to get a wider base. I'm more narrow. I'm a narrow lifter. I want to start working a little wider, feet planted, knees underneath my hips. Try and work on more of an arch in my low back. But come up to the bar like, you know, all the traditional powerlifting bench moves. But we're going. Working, I don't know, 350 bench right now. So I think my 3 singles are going to be about 325. But we'll see how that pans out. $95 will warm up. And again, I'm not a traditional lifter in the sense that I'm not warming up the body with like static stretches or, you know, bike rides or walks. We're just getting after it. I'm making the bench quick. What I do need to do is go get some creatine. Maybe that'll help a little bit. I don't really take anything. Put it in my coffee. Move it up quick. We're moving quick because I don't have to stop the video and look at my position for this. It is what it is. Pretty cut and dry, I think. But I will probably count in my head time for a rest. But set of 8 is going to be 245, 285 for 5, 300 for 3, 325. we go. Might tighten the belt up, but we'll see how it feels. No time to rest. But I am probably going to take 2 minutes. All right, I got 300 for 3. All right, guys, 325, 3 singles. And after this, I'm going to do the deadlift. Don't know how I'm going to film it, but I'll try and film it. Alright, so I haven't been using the belt for these reps. It's just there, but I took it off just to show that I'm not using it. I will say I'm going a little wider on bench than I'm used to. On the bar I got here, the ring is, there's just one ring on here. Opposed to the squat bar, it's got 2 rings on it. But on this one, I'm putting my index on that ring, but kind of my hand this way. So I'm gripping it and then squeezing it in. Trying to keep my knuckles straight up and down, my wrist straight up and down, and that bar sitting right in the meat of my palm there. But last single, 325 here, and drop down to 285 for 5. And we'll go on to deadlifts. Pause, as it would be in a competition. I'm really driving with my feet back to press it up. But once you learn the foot drive and keeping the low arch and the back tight, bench will start feeling a lot easier. Also, guys, no matter where you're at in your fitness journey, pick weights that are not heavy but aren't light. And no matter where your technique is, just start. And my recommendation is to do like 5 sets of 5, or I don't know, 8 sets of 3, or 10 sets of 1, like, you know, something hard to shock the muscle. I got some guys here that are asking me where I'm working, this little gym we have, about, you know, how to get big and how to get cut and how to get this and how to get that. And like, I'm not a cut guy. I don't have abs. I don't intend to have abs. But, you know, no matter where you're at in your fitness journey, if you want to get bigger muscles, you have to shock your muscles, man. Don't worry about the, you know, technicality of it. Just do it. Just lift the weight. Obviously, the technical aspect of it will kind of help prevent injury. But I've been injured so many times with technical moves that, honestly, at this point in my life, I don't even care. I don't care about the technicality of it. I just want to lift the weight. And your mind plays a big role in how you accomplish things and how you overcome things. So I've been hurt before, and it doesn't stop me. You know, you just got to get in there and watch videos and watch people breaking down movements and just start emulating that and start working on it to help prevent injury. But not saying there's nothing to stretching before working out or after workout. So, you know, get your muscles warm and loose. Do the movement as a warm-up with no weight, lightweight, free weight, body weight. But just get in there and do it, man. Like, this is for everybody. So I just implore you to do something hard for yourself, no matter what it is. If you go to the gym, try and lift something heavy for you. If you're working, try and do something you've never done before. Try and be nice to a coworker or a customer. But whatever it is, don't give up. Just keep working hard and be nice. Oh, 5 reps, 285. Oh. Honestly, I wouldn't emulate this, but I took a big breath, Had to exhale on 4. And that's why I'm like breathing hard when in between sets. So I take a deep breath and I keep that compression. And I try and finish the set before another breath. So, not saying emulate it, but feels good to do it. But bench is done. Going over to deadlifts now. And try and finish up the day. But like I said, beginning of the video, 7-month working out 4 days a week, 3 days a week, something like that. Probably make a video. I have a 40-pound weight vest. If I'm not working out, I'll try and do that. But yeah, I would want to say almost every time I come to the gym, I'm probably going to be doing these movements. I don't really do the dumbbells or the cables. One day I might do some cables, but honestly, it's probably just going to be squat, bench, and deadlift every time I work out. If that's, 4 straight days of doing that, I'll probably do deadlift, bench, squat, deadlift, squat, bench, squat, bench, deadlift. Some variation of that. And throw in some like pause squats, really lighten the load, work on form, drive, but probably every day it's going to be, same thing, and see how I progress, see what my injuries look like. But overall, what does that progression look like? If you're thinking about working out 3 to 4 times a week, if it's straight 4 days, because usually I'll probably be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, maybe Sunday. So maybe 5 days a week. Monday and Tuesdays I'm usually off. But yeah, we'll see what that looks like. And I'll hold myself accountable so you can follow along. And maybe see how you can come up with a workout plan for yourself. And I will say, guys, this isn't a powerlifting program. This isn't a bodybuilding program. This is my own specific weight training program, incorporating powerlifting concepts and movements. I'm not training for a meet. I'm not training for a competition. I'm just trying to get bigger muscles, trying to get better mental clarity. And, so if you have goals in mind, you can always reach out to me and I can maybe help you on your journey. But this is just me working out, trying to get stronger and bigger for myself personally, not for any one particular goal for future. So if that's you just want to work out, start getting a little bit bigger. Maybe don't follow my diet if I ever have a video on that, because I probably won't. But I can't get, I'm not disciplined enough to decrease my waistline. But I think I'm strong enough mentally, or can push myself weight wise. So yeah, follow along, like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, let's watch this journey grow. Also, I found out that in certain gyms or environments, when I'm deadlifting and the bar is cocked one way or the other instead of staying straight, this is what I use. I use a yoga mat to kind of keep the bar straight from rolling. But yeah, just use a little yoga mat. Keeps your bar from rolling forward or backward, depending on the grade or angle of the floor that you're deadlifting on. But yeah, yoga mats, they're good for more than just doing yoga on or stretches. Warm up here, I think I'm doing a 455 max. So my 3 singles are going to be 415. again, I move through these pretty quick. Just depends on your body and your goals. But we're going to try and blow through this pretty quick. Squats took a while. I think my bench took about 10 minutes. Always properly warm up, guys. Again, however you want to warm up. I usually just do the bar with weight and work my way up to my working set. On squat or on deadlift, 320 for 8, 370 for 5, 390 for 3, 415, 3 singles, back down to 370 for 5. And I just work up and, you know, the weight category, like 135, 185, 225, 275, 320, start my working set. So not too much break, but we'll try and get, once I get up after my working set, 2 to 3 minute rest. Belt's not tight yet. But I like to just move quick with the programs because now I've been in the gym for almost 2 hours, about 2 hours now, a little over 2 hours. So, but 2 hours isn't too bad for doing, you know, 3 compound lifts. Squat, bench, and deadlift. Still probably got about 15-20 minutes to finish these. So, yeah. Just get after it. See what my form looks like. Getting pretty tired, but again, coffee. Now, if you're trying to be a power lifter, doing deadlifts, you can't wear the knee sleeves. You gotta wear the high socks, knee highs, depending on what classification you're going in. But yeah, just trying to get the movement and the feel, but my knee sleeves, they feel fine. I'm just gonna wear them because I don't want to take them off. Probably just gonna be doing singles from here until I get up to 320 for working set of 8. I typically don't do clips on anything, but when the bar is shifting and the weight starts sliding, yeah, so my phone reached its storage limit, so I had to delete some stuff. But yeah, we'll get after it right now, try and prevent this, and then need to free up some more space by trying to upload these videos and deleting them after that. So I'm trying to work on grip strength. So I'm doing like a double over instead of suicide or whatever they call it. But I'll probably tighten the belts up. I'm not gonna lie, guys. We're gonna save the deadlifts for another time. I keep wanting to try and do all three in one day, but the weight I'm doing on the other two, just not working. So we're gonna call it today. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see more content, help me out, follow along, hold each other accountable. Till next time, peace.